Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Good evening. Let's just wait a couple of minutes for the rest of the students. Hello. Let's wait just a little bit for all of them. Okay, hello, everyone. We are waiting just one more minute for the rest of the students to connect to the class. All right, very good. Thank you, guys. We are going to start checking the attendance for today. So let's check the agenda first. Sorry, this is wrong. Class number 7, December 6th. Okay, this is class number 7, part 2, December 6th. So today we are going to check attendance. We are going to check the homework. We are going to finish the listening on page 27, that's the activity that we stopped yesterday. And then we are going to start with pages 30 and 31. This is a task about the train subways around the world, right? The metro and trains around the world. So we are going to watch a video related to this. And finally, a writing task to finish unit 3, okay? So first, let's begin with the attendance. Vamos a revisar la asistencia. Just a moment, please, to check the attendance. All right, let's begin. Andrés Felipe Jaimes.
Present, teacher.
Okay, good. Juan Sebastián Marín.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Jennifer Martínez.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Kiara Martínez.
Present.
Ujú. Jorge Moreno.
Present, teacher.
Very good. Diego Olarte.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Dana Valentina Ortiz.
Present, miss.
Okay. Manuela Ortiz.
Present.
Okay. Joan Pavón.
Teacher.
Yes. Yes, Valentina.
Teacher, can you share the diapositive with us?
Las diapositivas.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I will share them with you. Tengo que organizarlas en una carpeta, pero sí las voy a compartir con ustedes, ¿ok? No problem.
Okay.
Beatriz Pedraza.
Present.
Ok. Joan no está. Joan Pavón.
Present, teacher.
Ok, sí estás. Juliet Rangel.
Present, teacher.
Ok. Xiomara Rincón.
Present.
Ok. Jessica Ríos.
Present.
Ok. Next, Marlon Sánchez.
Present, teacher.
Creo que me salté a Catherine Rodríguez.
Present.
Mendy Santa.
Teacher, present.
Ok. Karen Torres.
Present.
Ok. Next, María Alejandra Vega.
Present.
Vanessa Zambrano.
Present, teacher.
Very good. Natalia Navarro.
Present.
Ok. Sergio Andrés Navarro. Ni William Pavón. Ok. All right, good. Let's begin with our class today. Okay, Vanessa. Let's see how we can do it today. ¿Tienen alguien un micrófono prendido, Valentina? Okay, remember homework from yesterday? I told you to rewrite the sentences using can't, have to, or don't have to. So I will ask you to tell me the answers for each sentence, all right? So let's begin with Beatriz. So sentence number 1, can you read it with the correct answer?
Yes. The correct answer. You can leave early if you want to.
Very good. You can leave early if you want to. Okay, let me check. Take some notes here. Okay, for the next one, let's see Andrés Felipe Jaimes, number 2.
Okay, teacher. Excuse me one moment.
Mhm.
You have to get a visa for the USA. It's the law.
Very good. You have to get a visa for the USA. It's the law. Good. Thank you. Diego Olarte. Number 3.
Number 3, you don't have to pay me back today.
You don't have to pay me back today. Good. Jennifer Martinez, number 5.
Can my friend to come to?
Sorry, number 4. Can you read it again?
Can my friend to come to?
Okay. Can my friend come to? Ahí te sobra el to come to. Okay. Entonces, aquí este possible to, ya quitamos el to. Can my friend come to? All right. Jorge, number 5.
Do I have to carry my student card with me?
Good. Do I have to carry my student card with me? Good. Let's go with Catherine Rodriguez. Number 6, Catherine.
You can see him at the moment.
You can't see him at the moment. Good. Manuela, number 7. Manuela? Manuela? Connection problems. Okay. Let's go with Marlon. Number 7. What is the answer, Marlon?
You shouldn't wear a tie. You shouldn't.
No,
You
look, you have to wear can, can't, have to, or don't. Don't
okay,
have
okay,
to.
Sorry. You can wear a tee, but you can if you want to.
So in this case, is not can't, is you don't have to wear a tie. Recordemos el significado del no tener que, es que no es necesario hacerlo. Entonces, you don't have to wear a tie, but you can if you want to. No tienes que usar una corbata, pero puedes hacerlo si quieres. Okay. Okay. Mandy, number...
Miss, qué pena, es que Manuela, no, ya, que le está fallando el internet.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I see it on the chat. Oh, sorry. Okay, Mandy, number 8.
Okay, teacher, can you pay for the tickets now?
Can you pay for the ticket now? No, not can. Can is possibility. You have to pay for the ticket.
Have to pay for the ticket now. Okay, okay, yes.
Okay. Natalia Navarro, number 9.
You can bring dogs in here.
You can't bring your dogs here. Okay, good. And the last one for Joan Sebastian. The last, number 10.
Open to work in the library all evening. It's open until 10 p.m.
Okay, remember, when we use can, we don't need to work with the other verb. You can work in the library. Ahí no ponemos tú entre los dos, can y el otro verbo, ¿no? Entonces, you can work in the library all evening. No es necesario que usemos el to. ¿Ok? Ahí no debemos usar el to. Ok. Okay, so guys, yesterday we couldn't finish the listening part for the interview, right? Ayer no alcanzamos a terminar la segunda parte de la entrevista. Entonces vamos a escuchar, vamos a hacer este ejercicio de listening para finalizar con las actividades de esta página 27. Vamos a hacer la segunda parte del audio. Listen to the second part of the interview. Sorry. And number the things Crazy talks about in the order you hear them. Vamos a ordenar estas cosas, enumerarlas en el orden en que las escuchemos, ¿ok? Let's read, vamos a leerlas. Los
Teacher,
enunciados, yes.
creo que Manuela está esperando en la sala clásica.
Ay, perdón. No, no me aparece. Espera. No me aparecen participantes.
Es que escribió por WhatsApp, pero
Ah, ok. No, si quieren, alguien le puede decir que se vuelva, que se desconecte y vuelva a ingresar. No me aparecen así ya en la sala, perdón. Sí. No me aparecía.
Thank you, I'm here.
Okay. Okay, good. So let's pay attention to the listening. Give me just a moment to open the audio. Cutting edge. All right, so let's listen.
Unit 3, Recording 3.
Can you listen to the audio?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so let's pay attention. Listen to the second part of the interview and number the things Crazy talks about in the order you hear them. Las vamos a enumerar en el orden en que las escuchemos, ¿ok? Vamos a leerlas antes de iniciar la escucha. Let's read them. Vanessa, can you help me read the sentences?
Yes. A language that is speak. B. Gives his favorite tour. C. ¿Me escucha?
Yes.
C. Clothing you wear to the job. D. Qualification you need for the job. E. Personal qualities we need for the job. F. Radios Kirti Hasigar. G. Type of visitor who's come on the tour.
Who come on the tours. So now we have number one. We already know what is number one is D. So qualifications you need for the job. ¿Qué requisitos, no? Cualidades o habilidades necesitas para el trabajo. Ese es número uno. Entonces vamos a seguir enumerándolos a partir de ahí. Okay, let's pay attention.
Unit 3, Recording 3.
So, how did you get the job?
Well, I'm really interested in history and, well, I found out about this company. You don't have to have any special qualifications, but I think an interest in history is important, and you have to have a good memory. I can remember dates and other facts easily, so it's not a problem for me.
What other qualities do you think are useful?
I think you have to be a good storyteller and a good actor. I mean, you have to try and bring the history alive. I don't just talk about it. I try to get the visitors to become part of the history and really believe it.
So, do you have to wear a uniform or special clothes?
Well, no, I don't have to wear a uniform, but I wear special clothes from that period of history. Again, it's part of the acting to make it all as real as possible.
What's your favourite tour?
Well, I think my favourite is the tour we do at night. It's especially scary at night because there are some parts of the tour where we turn out all the lights.
Oh.
It's completely dark. You can't see anything at all. There are all sorts of noises. Some visitors get very scared, but they all love it. It's very exciting.
What kind of visitors generally come on these ghost tours?
All kinds of people. A lot of children and young people, obviously, but lots of older people too. Local people, and also a lot of foreign visitors from Europe, America, Asia, all over the world, really.
Can you speak any other languages apart from English?
Yes, I can speak French and Spanish, so sometimes I translate parts of my tour for visitors who speak those languages, but mostly it's in English. Unfortunately, I can't speak Japanese. That would be very useful, as a lot of our visitors are from Japan.
And finally, are there any real ghosts? I mean, have you ever seen one?
Well, no, I haven't seen a ghost, but I think I've heard one.
Really? You've heard a ghost? Who? Which one?
Well, it's a dog. A famous dog in Edinburgh called Greyfriars Bobby. He died in 1872 after sitting by his owner's grave for 14 years. After his owner died, the dog sat by the grave every day for 14 years. I'm sure I heard the ghost of that dog.
That's amazing. Your job sounds fascinating. Thank you so much.
Okay, we're going to listen the second time to check our answers, and then we will share them here in class.
Unit 3, Recording 3.
So, how did you get the job?
Well, I'm really interested in history and, well, I found out about this company. You don't have to have any special qualifications, but I think an interest in history is important, and you have to have a good memory. I can remember dates and other facts easily, so it's not a problem for me.
What other qualities do you think are useful?
I think you have to be a good storyteller and a good actor. I mean, you have to try and bring the history alive. I don't just talk about it. I try to get the visitors to become part of the history and really believe it.
So, do you have to wear a uniform or special clothes?
Well, no, I don't have to wear a uniform, but I wear special clothes from that period of history. Again, it's part of the acting to make it all as real as possible.
What's your favourite tour?
Well, I think my favourite is the tour we do at night. It's especially scary at night because there are some parts of the tour where we turn out all the lights.
Oh.
It's completely dark. You can't see anything at all. There are all sorts of noises. Some visitors get very scared, but they all love it. It's very exciting.
What kind of visitors generally come on these ghost tours?
All kinds of people. A lot of children and young people, obviously, but lots of older people too. Local people, and also a lot of foreign visitors from Europe, America, Asia, all over the world, really.
Can you speak any other languages apart from English?
Yes, I can speak French and Spanish, so sometimes I translate parts of my tour for visitors who speak those languages, but mostly it's in English. Unfortunately, I can't speak Japanese. That would be very useful, as a lot of our visitors are from Japan.
And finally, are there any real ghosts? I mean, have you ever seen one?
Well, no, I haven't seen a ghost, but I think I've heard one.
Really? You've heard a ghost? Who? Which one?
Well, it's a dog. A famous dog in Edinburgh called Greyfriars Bobby. He died in 1872 after sitting by his owner's grave for 14 years. After his owner died, the dog sat by the grave every day for 14 years. I'm sure I heard the ghost of that dog.
That's amazing. Your job sounds fascinating. Thank you so much.
All right, so I think we already have the answers for the questions on this activity. Let's check them, all right? So the first one is qualifications you need for the job. Let's go with Stephanie. What is number 2? Can you read the complete sentence for what is number 2? ¿Cuál sigue después de las special qualifications? Stephanie? No answer? Okay, let's go with Valentina. So what is number 2?
Can you repeat me, teacher?
What is number 2? Teníamos que numerarlo. Ya tenemos el número 1, number 1. ¿Cuál sigue? Y léela, por favor.
Qualities for you need for the job.
The personal qualities you need for the job. Okay, good. Jorge, what is number 3?
Sí.
Léelo, read it.
Clothes you wear for the job.
The clothes you wear for the job. Good. Kiara, what's number 4?
B. Christie's favorite tour.
Yes, this is correct. B, Christy's favorite tour. Number 5, Maria, what is number 5? What letter?
G. Types of visitors who come on the tour.
Yes, types of visitors who come on the tour. Okay. All right, Manuela, what is number 6?
Number 6.
Yes.
Language that Kirsty speaks.
The languages that Kirsty speaks. Very good. Marlo, number 7.
F. Real ghost Kirsty has seen her.
Yes, that's the last one, the real ghost that Christy has seen or has heard. All right, good. So guys, you can continue practicing the topic of can, can't, have to, and don't have to by completing the activities on page 27, right? So here you have the exercise, the grammar box. You already know when to use can or can't, have to and don't have to. And here this practice point, right? So here you are going to think about a normal day in your life and write some sentences using can or can't, or have to or don't have to, right? Using this vocabulary. So this is just extra practice for you on the topic of modals, can or can't, have to and don't have to. Today, we are going to continue working on the unit 3. We are almost finishing this unit, so we are going to work on page 30 and page 31 today. And here we are going to talk about trains, amazing trains around the world, all right? So before we go and start reading, I want to show you a very interesting video called How the World's First Metro System Was Built. All right, this was this London metro system. This was the first metro system built in the world. So we are going to watch a video before we read about this subway system. Okay, so let me open the link for the video. Just a moment. Can you see the video now?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
It was the dawn of 1863, and London's not yet opened subway system, the first of its kind in the world, had the city in an uproar. Digging a hole under the city and putting a railroad in it seemed the stuff of dreams. Pub drinkers scoffed at the idea, and a local minister accused the railway company of trying to break into hell. Most people simply thought the project, which cost more than $100 million in today's money, would never work. But it did. On January 10, 1863, 30,000 people ventured underground to travel on the world's first subway on a 4-mile stretch of line in London. After 3 years of construction and a few setbacks, the Metropolitan Railway was ready for business. The city's officials were much relieved. They'd been desperate to find a way to reduce the terrible congestion on the roads. London, at the time the world's largest and most prosperous city, was in a permanent state of gridlock, with carts, costermongers, cows, and commuters jamming the roads. It had been a Victorian visionary, Charles Pearson, who first thought of putting railways under the ground. He'd lobbied for underground trains throughout the 1840s, but opponents thought the idea was impractical, since the railroads at the time only had short tunnels under hills. How could you get a railway through the center of a city? The answer was a simple system called cut and cover. Workers had to dig a huge trench, construct a tunnel out of brick archways, and then refill the hole over the newly built tunnel. Because this was disruptive and required the demolition of buildings above the tunnels, most of the line went under existing roads. Of course, there were accidents. On one occasion, a heavy rainstorm flooded the nearby sewers and burst through the excavation, delaying the project by several months. But as soon as the Metropolitan Railway opened, Londoners rushed in to ride the new trains. The Metropolitan quickly became a vital part of London's transport system. Additional lines were soon built, and new suburbs grew around the stations. Big department stores opened next to the railroad, and the railway company even created attractions, like a 30-story Ferris wheel in Earl's Court, to bring in tourists by train. Within 30 years, London's subway system covered 80 kilometers, with lines in the center of town running in tunnels, and suburban trains operating on the surface, often on embankments. But London was still growing, and everyone wanted to be connected to the system. By the late 1880s, the city had become too dense with buildings, sewers, and electric cables for the cut and cover technique, so a new system had to be devised. Using a machine called the Great Head Shield, a team of just 12 workers could bore through the earth, carving deep underground tunnels through the London clay. These new lines, called tubes, were at varying depths, but usually about 25 meters deeper than the cut and cover lines. This meant their construction didn't disturb the surface, and it was possible to dig under buildings. The first tube line, the City and South London, opened in 1890 and proved so successful that half a dozen more lines were built in the next 20 years. This clever new technology was even used to burrow several lines under London's river, the Thames. By the early 20th century, Budapest, Berlin, Paris, and New York had all built subways of their own. And today, with more than 160 cities in 55 countries using underground rails to combat congestion, we can thank Charles Pearson and the Metropolitan Railway for getting us started on the right track. When we make lessons about the innovations that have changed the world, we often wonder, what's next? Which one of our young subscribers will invent something that will make the world a better place?
All right, so this is just a short video to give us some context on what we are going to talk about today, right? So we are going to talk about trains and the subway system in different cities, in different parts of the world. So to start here, we are going to discuss these questions. This one, how much do you know about the London Underground, right? So if you have any answers, or you can go to Google and find the answers for these questions. So number one is, how old is the London Underground? How many years? How old? What do people call it? ¿Cómo se llama o cómo le dicen a este sistema? What do people call it? En el video creo que lo mencionaba. How many lines or stations does it have? ¿Cuántas líneas o estaciones tiene? Okay. What is rush hour? ¿Qué significa la rush hour? And what time does this happen in the morning and in the evening? Okay. And number 5, what is the busiest station? La estación más llena, más ocupada on the London Underground. Okay. So I will give you 2 minutes to check this information online, and then you can send your answers to the chat, okay? You can use Google to find this information. So the London rush hour, London Underground busiest station, what are the answers for these questions? All right, let's have 2 minutes, and then we will check the answers together. All right, did you find the answers for the questions? Yes or no?
1 minute.
Okay, let's have 1 more minute and then we will check the answers. All right, let's start checking the answers. So for the first question, how old is the London Underground? What did you find? What date? I think
January 10th, January 10, 1863.
This is the date that we find. We found 1863. So Diego says 159 years old. This is the oldest underground or subway system in the world. It was the first. So number 2, what is the name? How do people call it?
The tube.
This is the tube. Como el tubo, the tube. Good. How many stations does it have? Or lines? So 11 lines.
11 lines.
274 stations. A lot of stations. Stations. What is rush hour? So what is rush hour?
In the morning between 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. And evening
7:30 to 9, and in the
5 to 7 p.m.
5 to 7 p.m. So how can we call this like in Spanish? How can we say this? Rush hour.
Hora pico?
Yes. This is hora pico or rush hour in English. And the last question, what is the busiest station on the London Underground?
Stafford?
Yes, the name of that station is Stratford. That was the correct answer. Stratford. Let's check. Okay, we can check here online. What does this station look like? You can take a look. It's very big. And this is the busiest station for the London Tube. The London Tube. All right, very good. So now we are going to start with the video lesson part. So we are going to watch a video about night workers on the London Underground or on the London Tube. Vamos a ver un video sobre los trabajadores nocturnos de este sistema de metro de Londres. All right, so before we start watching the video, let's read the glossary to check the vocabulary. All right, let's start with Karen Torres. Karen, can you read the words on the glossary? Lee las definiciones del glosario, por favor.
Commuters.
Commuters.
People who travel to and from work. Big Ben, a famous clock tower in London. Dawn, the time of the day when the sun rises. Tunnel, a long passage underground. The River Thames, the river that runs through London. Automatic gates, electronic barriers.
Good. So, commuters, esa palabra no existe en español, el commute. Ok, ven que tenemos dos palabras, el viajar diariamente en un sistema de transporte público, así como hacia el trabajo y hacia la casa, se llama el commute, ¿ok? Entonces, los commuters son los pasajeros que viajan todos los días desde y hacia su trabajo, ¿ok? People who travel to and from work. The Big Ben es el reloj. You've seen it. Big Ben in London. This is the Big Ben. The dawn is when the sun rises. So in Spanish, how can we say this? Dawn. When the sun rises. How can we say this in Spanish?
Atardecer.
No, rise. Amanecer. Amanecer, when the sun rises, cuando el sol sale. The tunnel is the passage under the ground, el túnel, the tunnel. The river Thames is the river that runs through London, so river Thames. This is the river, okay? Goes through London, a través de la ciudad. And the automatic gates son las puertas automáticas, okay? Automatic gates. So in the first time in the video, we are going to watch the video without any sound, okay? We are going to number these things in the order that we see them. Vamos a ver el video la primera vez sin sonido y vamos a organizar estos elementos del glosario en el orden en que los veamos. Los vamos a enumerar en el orden en que los veamos, ¿ok? Vamos a ver el video. Let's open the video. Okay, remember we are going to number the elements in the glossary in the order that we see them, en el orden en que los veamos. Ahí vemos el video.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Recuerden que lo vamos a ver sin audio, simplemente Vamos a ordenar las cosas en el orden en que las veamos en el video. All right, so do you have your answers? Organize these things in the order that we see them, or do we need to watch again?
Se repiten varias veces.
Okay, yes, pero la primera vez que lo veamos, por ejemplo, los commuters se repiten, pero entonces si es lo primero que vemos, será el número 1, ¿ok? Esos serían los commuters, number 1. Vamos a ver los demás. ¿En qué momento lo vemos? Entonces, por primera vez, bueno, ahí sería el número 1, número 2. ¿Ok? Let's watch again. The first thing we see is, what is it?
Commuters.
The tunnel. The first is the tunnel. So we can say number 1, tunnel. Number 2, commuters, right?
Commuters.
Number 1 is tunnel. Number 2, commuters. Okay, we have the commuters here.
Big Ben.
So what is this? Yes, Big Ben. So this is number 3, Big Ben. Number 1, tunnel. 2, commuters. 3, Big Ben.
Automatic gates.
Well, the automatic gates are especially at the end, okay? Las puertas automáticas son las que pasan los pasajeros. Okay, they are working.
Dawn.
Here we have the dawn. El amanecer, dawn.
Dawn.
Then we have
Your time.
the River Thames. And finally, we have, well, tunnels again, and these are the automatic gates. Very good. All right. So yes, we organized the vocabulary. Now we know what we will see in the video. So now we are going to watch the video with the sound on, and then we are going to complete point 4. It says, read the text from the video below. Watch again and complete the gaps with the numbers in the box. Entonces vamos a ver el video y después vamos a leer para completar el texto con los números que aparecen acá en la caja. 1 a.m., 20,000, 300 meters, 4 million, 614, 6,500, 7 o'clock, 7:15. All right? So let's watch the video now with the sound on. Let's pay attention to complete the text.
This is the London Underground.
Now can you listen?
Yes.
Yes?
Okay.
All right.
4 million people use the Underground every. This is the London Underground. 4 million people use the Underground every day, and 20,000 people work on it. It's 6:14 in the evening. Rush hour. 1 million tired Londoners go home. But when rush hour finishes, 6,500 underground workers start their night's work. By 1 a.m., everything is quiet. At Waterloo, Supervisor Dave closes the underground station. He's here alone all night until 7 o'clock in the morning. At Black Horse Road Station, a team of tunnel cleaners go to work. They clean 300 meters of tunnel every night. At Regent's Park Station, engineers change a broken rail. It's 7:15 in the morning. The London Underground starts again. No one thinks about the people who work at night on the Underground, but their work is important.
All right, so now we listened to the numbers that we will go in each part. Por favor, la persona que ingresó con iPhone, ¿se puede renombrar? Creo que acabo de ingresar. No sé quién será. Creo que es Mendy. Por favor, te renombras, estás como iPhone. Okay. Okay, so we are going to read the paragraph and see if we can put the numbers in the correct spot, right? Let's start reading. For example, Jessica Rios, you can start reading.
¿El texto, profe, o
Yes,
la sección?
the text.
This the London underground.
So do you have the number? Do you remember what number is here? From the box?
7 o'clock.
People, aquí dice people. People
Ah,
4 million.
use the underground every day. Yes, so number one is 4 million. 4 million people use the underground every day. Continue, Beatriz. And?
And 20,000?
Mhm.
20,000 people work on it.
Yes, and 20,000 people work on it. 20,000 trabajadores. Okay, continue, Sebastián. It's
7 o'clock in the evening.
I don't remember. I think no. I think it's 6:14. I'm not sure. We will check on in the video again. All right. Let's see.
4 million people
Mhm.
use the underground every day.
Yes.
It's 6:14.
Here we have it's 6:14 in the evening, rush hour. Finish, Sebastián. A million?
A million Thailanders go home.
A million tired Londoners go home. Let's continue with Karen Juliet. But when rush hour
finishes, 6,500 underground workers start their night's work.
Very good. 6,500. What is the meaning of this? 6,500 workers start their night's work. Very good. Continue, Natalia. By
1 a.m. everything is quiet.
Continue.
At Waterloo, supervisor that closed the underground station.
Yes, at Waterloo, Supervisor Dave closes the underground station. All right, Joan Sebastian, continue. He is here alone.
He is here alone, here all night until 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, I think it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Yes, 7 o'clock in the morning. Continue, Catherine. At Black Horse Road.
A Black Horse Road station team, a team of tunnel cleaners to go. They clean, go to work. They clean 300 meters of tunnel every night. At Regent's Park Station, engineer change a broken rail.
They change a broken rail. Good. Xiomara, continue. It's
7:15 in the morning, the London Underground starts again. No one thinks about the people who work at night on the Underground, but their work it's important.
But their work is important. Okay, very good. So we finished the first part is about the London train system. Now we are going to discuss a little bit about our opinion. So this is why it's called worldview. So we have here some sentences. We have some statements, okay? For example, I use public transport most days. There is a good public transport system in my town or city. Most people travel by bus in my town or city. There is a rush hour in my town. I commute to my school. Remember, commute, go in public transport. I commute to my school, university, or work. I don't pay for public transport because of my age. I think that all public transport should be free, but not for tourists. And I prefer traveling on buses than traveling on trains. So I want you to think which ones are true for you. ¿Cuáles son verdaderas para ustedes? Okay, which sentences are true for you? All right, and you can let me know your opinion. I will give you 1 minute or 2 to read them again, and then I will ask you which sentences from these ones are true for you, okay? So just 1 or 2 minutes, and then we continue. Okay, so I will ask you, for example, Kiara, which sentences are true for you? Which ones do you agree with?
There is a rush hour in my town or city. And I think that all public transport should be free, but not for tourists.
Okay, good. So you agree with the rush hour and public transport should be free. Okay, good. Thank you, Kiara. Now let's go with Jennifer. Which ones are true for you? About the transport, which ones are true for you?
There is a rush hour in my town city.
No more?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Good.
think that all public transport should be free, but not for tourists.
So the same as Kiara. Rush hour and all transport should be free. Okay,
Yes,
good.
and I use public transport most days.
You also use it most days. Okay, so this one I think it's also true. You commute to your university or school every day. Commute es viajar de un lugar a otro, ¿no? Del trabajo a la casa, de la casa al trabajo. That is commute. Okay, and let's go with another student. For example, Diego. Which ones are true for you?
I use public transport most day. I commute to my school, university, or work. And I think that all public transport should be free, but not for tourists.
Okay, you think that all transport should be free, but not for tourists. All right, very good. So let me show you the next part. Just a moment, please.
Teacher, commute
Yes.
también aplica si se usa como transporte privado, ¿también aplicaría?
Yes, Yes, it is the trip from home to work and from work to home. If it's public or private transport, it doesn't matter, okay? It's the trip, el viaje entre casa y el trabajo y viceversa, ese es el commute, okay? That is what we call a commute. Okay, guys, listen, pay attention. So now I want to, we are going to do some activity, writing activity. All right, so here we have the writing part in page 31. We are going to find out or look information for other famous train lines in different countries, all right? So I will show you a short video with some of these famous train lines. So this is the Blue Train or the Blue Train, the Glacier Express, the Moscow Metro, the Shanghai Maglev train. So we are going to watch a short video about these trains, and then you are going to work in groups to make a short presentation on one of these systems, all right? Blue Train, the Glacier Express, Moscow Metro, or the Shanghai Maglev train. All right, so let's watch the video first, and then I will explain what you need to do in the writing and speaking part. Let me open this video. All right, so we have the video, the link for the video here. The video is a bit long, so I will skip into different parts of the video to watch the trains that we are interested in. So the video is 8 minutes, but we will go to each part of the trains that we are interested in. Okay, can you see there? Can you see the video?
On these epic rail journeys. Welcome to Mojo Travels.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most iconic train rides. Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to Mojo Travels and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the most scenic, storied, and often sumptuous journeys by railroad. All aboard! Number 10, the Blue Train.
Oh, sorry. This is the first one that we see on the book, right? The Blue Train.
Cape Town to Pretoria, South Africa.
It is in South Africa, Cape Town.
It's grace, elegance, and romance on wheels. The overnight route of the luxurious Blue Train between Cape Town and Pretoria traverses a diverse landscape that includes lush vineyards, rugged foothills, and the arid Karoo region. But it's the impeccable service and extravagant luxury that are the train's real claims to fame. Billed as a moving 5-star hotel, the Blue Train boasts onboard chefs, butler service, and opulent dining and lounge cars, as well as carpeted sleeping compartments with marble-tiled gold-fitted bathrooms. The considerable fare includes exquisite meals, South Africa's best wines, and Monte Cristo cigars. Number 9, the Royal Scotsman.
Okay, so that is not for us. The next one that we are interested in, let me look for it, is the Express, right? The Glacier Express. So let's check.
Valley. Number 6, the Canadian, Toronto.
No, this is not the Canadian, no, but the Glacier Express, yes.
And every mile worth the trip. Number 5, the Glacier Express, St. Moritz to Zermatt, Switzerland.
So it's in Switzerland, in Suiza.
Not all epic rail journeys have to last for days. The slow, scenic 7.5-hour ride through the Swiss Alps on Glacier Express packs in as much as most train trips can in weeks. Traversing just 181 miles between picturesque mountain resorts in Samoritz and Zermatt. Nestled at the foot of the mighty Matterhorn, the express meanders its way through mountain gorges, beneath snow-capped windswept peaks, crossing an incredible 291 bridges, and passing through 91 tunnels. It's breathtaking, it's unforgettable, and it won't cost you an arm and a leg.
All right, good. We have another, what is the next train? The Moscow Metro. Let's see if we have it here. Moscow Metro. I think this is the last one.
The Trans-Siberian Railway, Moscow to Vladivostok, Russia. It's the world's most famous train experience and longest rail line, a historic network of tracks built over a century ago. The Trans-Siberian stretches a staggering 5,722 miles from Moscow to Vladivostok, an 8-day journey that spans 8 different time zones. This is no banishment. It's traveling to Siberia with style. And the Trans-Mongolian Railway is a route that branches off and heads down through Mongolia and China to Beijing, giving passengers the chance to experience Moscow's Red Square, the Siberian wilderness, beautiful Lake Baikal, the rugged Mongolian steppes, and Beijing's Forbidden City, all on one unforgettable trip. The sleeping and dining compartments on the Trans-Siberian might be simple, but hey, this is an easy number one. Do you?
All right, so in the video, you will see top 10 like most iconic train rides. So what we're going to do now in this, the rest of the class is that you will work in groups, in couples, and you are going to present a short paragraph with some images. So you can use one slide. Let me show you. So you can create one slide here, okay? Only one, not necessary to do more, with the name of the train, for example, the blue train. And you are going to include the information that I am asking for here, all right? So the book is not working. 32, page 32. All right, so you are going to find the information for one of these trains or other interesting trains. Podemos usar alguno de estos 4 mencionados acá u otro tren interesante, puede ser otro del video, ¿ok? Que ustedes puedan ver. So you're going to include information. Where is it and where does it go? ¿Dónde está y a dónde va? How old is it? ¿Cuántos años tiene? Y why is it famous? ¿Por qué es famoso? ¿Ok? Here is the example. Pueden usar como esta plantilla. The blue train is a famous train line in, ya vimos que era ¿dónde? Sudáfrica, Cape Town, South Africa. It runs from, ¿de dónde va? De tal lugar a tal lugar, una distancia de tantos kilómetros. The line began working in, ¿en qué año empezó a trabajar? It is famous because. And I would or wouldn't like to travel on it because. Me gustaría o no me gustaría trabajar en él porque. Okay? So you are going to take this as an example to complete it about your train, and you include a picture or two, 1 or 2 pictures of the train. Okay? And then we will present it here on the screen. All right? Entonces debemos trabajar en los grupos, una pequeña presentación, acá ya tenemos la plantilla, simplemente debemos investigar alguno de los trenes y hacer así una sola diapositiva con el nombre del tren, el parrafito y 1 o 2 imágenes. ¿Ok? Questions? ¿Preguntas sobre la actividad?
¿De esos 4 trenes, Miss?
O pueden elegir algún otro, pues para eso les comparto el video también. Si quieren buscar otro tren que les parezca interesante, pues no les recomiendo que se vean los 8 minutos, sino que busquen, digamos así, por encima los nombres de los trenes, porque se nos va mucho tiempo pues solo viendo todo el video, ¿no? pero lo eligen y van a buscar esta información. De estos 4 que mencionan acá, u otro tren que sea también interesante. ¿Ok? Entonces vamos a tener esos 10 minutos para la preparación, no más, y volvemos para mostrar el trabajo a los compañeros. ¿Ok? Questions?
No, miss.
Ok, very good.
No importa si otro grupo escoge el mismo.
¿Cómo dices?
No importa si otro grupo escoge el mismo.
No, no pasa nada.
No.
No hay problema. Ok, ¿cuántos estudiantes hay? 20. Vamos a hacer los grupos de 3, yo creo que es mejor para que no nos haga tan larga no se nos haga tan larga, ¿ok? Voy a ver esos grupos de 3 y un grupo de 2. Entonces se dividen quién va a decir cada partecita de la diapositiva, ¿ok? Si tienen dudas me pueden llamar a las salas. Ok, let's go. Ingresamos a las salas.
All day?
Hello, I'm
Every day.
just...
Every day. Every day. Every day. Extravagante and...
Yo encontré un mapa, pero...
¿Cómo ponemos eso en inglés?
Transiberian, así. Transiberian, así.
El 21 de mi teniente, por favor.
¿Cómo? Pueden escribirme cómo es Transiberian.
El señor Ordóñez.
¿El 21? Así. Perfecto. Si vayamos el tren
Saben que encontré, o sea, no nos dice año exacto, pero que es de principios del siglo XX.
¿Siglo qué?
20.
Ok, ¿cómo se escribe ese número?
Hay uno, ¿cómo lo pone en romano o en inglés?
No, en romano, claro.
2X.
2X. Okay.
Hello, girls. You can use the 20th century, like this. In the 20th century.
Okay.
Okay, teacher.
The beginning of the 20th century.
Bueno, ¿cuál es la otra? Porque es famoso.
Teacher, can you hear?
Hello, yes, I am listening.
Okay.
How are you doing?
Estamos, mira, haciendo sobre el metro de Moscú.
Okay, good.
¿Hacemos la
Excellent.
presentación o estamos simplemente?
No, I'm just looking. I'm
Okay,
just
okay.
seeing if you have any questions, if you need any help. All right. Remember to include some images, some pictures.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a question. Aquí queremos decir que este metro es famoso por ser el más largo del mundo. ¿Sí está bien escrito?
This metro is famous for being For being the longest of the world.
¿Ven? ¿Así?
Ajá. Y ahí borras ese B, eso. For being the longest of the world.
The war.
Ujú. Okay. Any more questions?
No, I
No.
don't.
Okay, good, perfect. Thank you. Okay, hello, Jennifer and Maria. What happened? Finished?
Not yet.
Okay, but you are doing the presentation, right? You have the slide. Están haciendo la diapositiva, ¿sí?
Sí, profe.
Okay, good. Do you have any questions? ¿Tenemos alguna pregunta? No questions, okay.
No, thanks.
Okay. Okay, hello.
Hello, Miss.
Almost finished?
No, yet.
¿Cómo van?
Bien. Buscando
Okay.
la información de Pride.
¿De cuál van a hablar?
The Pride of Africa.
Okay, Blue Train. Pueden ir compartiendo la pantalla y ahí se van ayudando entre las dos.
Y mire, es que las dos estamos escribiendo.
¿En el documento o dónde?
Me dices que usted no nos dejó ningún documento.
Deben crear una slide. Por ejemplo, una de ustedes abre un PowerPoint, cualquiera. PowerPoint.
Sí.
Ok.
Es-
Y le da a
Teacher, es
compartir.
que ninguna de las dos tenemos abierto el Zoom desde el computador. Estamos
Ambas
desde el
están desde
celular,
celular.
pero estamos trabajando desde el computador en el Drive.
Ah, ok, ya entiendo. Bueno,
Pero
perfecto.
mira a ver si se puede. Ah, no, dice you cannot start the screen.
Ya, dale.
Ok. Ahí ves.
Ya se está compartiendo. Ok, sí. Perfecto.
Así es que vamos trabajando.
Ok, dale. Bueno, rapidito porque nos faltan como 3 minutos.
Ay,
Ok.
vaya.
Ok.
Bueno.
Okay, hello, Diego and Xiomara. Almost finished?
Ya casi. Nos falta
Okay.
muy.
Okay, good. You have like 4 minutes to finish. All right?
Right.
Good. All right, guys. We are all back. So which group is ready? Which group would like to start? Any volunteers to start?
We teacher.
Okay, Diego, perfect. You can share your screen to show us the presentation, the slide.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Can you see?
Yes, perfect.
The Glacier Express. The Glacier Express is a famous train line in Swiss. It runs from Swinsalp to Zermatt, a distance of 275 kilometers or 7 hours. The line began working in 1930.
And it is famous because it's the most slowest express of the world. I would like to travel on it because it is possible to see beautiful landscapes.
Landscapes. Very good. Thank you, Xiomara and Diego. So we say is the slowest. Not the most slowly, but the slowest, okay? El más lento. The slowest in the world. Okay, very good. Thank you. And now, another group that is also ready. ¿Otro voluntario? O entonces Beatriz, Jorge y Jessica.
Okay. The Moscow Metro. The Moscow Metro is a famous train line in Moscow, Russia. It runs from Sokoinki to Park Kulturi, a distance of 414 kilometers, and it has 222 stations.
It's 5:30 a.m. at 1:00 a.m. every day. The line began working in 1935.
It's famous because it's extravagant and I know as the palace of the people. I would like to travel on it because it has very much pictures and unique interior design.
All right, thank you guys, very good. So this is Beatriz, Jessica, and Jorge. Very good. So we say it is from 5:30 a.m. to 1 a.m. Or it works from 5:30 a.m. to 1 a.m. every day. It works from it. All right, good. Thank you. Let's go with another group. Thank you, Beatriz, Jorge, and Jessica. Then Manuela, Mendy, and Sebastián.
Teacher, you say Manuela?
Yes. Manuela, Mendy, and Sebastián.
Okay, I'm going to show my screen. You can see?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, the Moscow train. Trans-Siberian train is a famous train line in Russia. It runs from Moscow to Beijing, a distance of, you can see, is 9288.
9,288 kilometers.
Okay, sorry. The line began working in 21 July of 1904. It's famous because you can travel across Russia for 7 days. Also, this road is called the Silk Road because it's an extensive trade road. Trade is commercial. Or
yes, trade route.
We would like to travel on it because we will to know new and interesting places. And this is the routes.
Okay, good. Okay, but remember that the others have to read, like Mendy and Sebastián. So I know that you were working together, but at the end you also need to read the presentation together, okay? Just remember this. Recuerden que la presentación también deben hacerla juntos.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, but I know you are working together. I listened to you. Here you say you would like to travel on it because we would like, ahí usaríamos el would. Bueno, eso es un tiempo que no hemos visto, pero vamos corrigiéndolo, ¿no? We would like to know. Nos gustaría conocer nuevos lugares. We would like to know, okay? New and interesting places. Okay, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, teacher.
Now, Natalia, Stephanie, and Valentina.
Okay, and share my screen.
Okay.
We choose the blue train.
Mhm.
The blue train, it's a famous train line in South Africa. It's run from Pretoria to Cape Town, a distance of 1,600 kilometers.
The line began working in 20th century. It's famous because it's one of the most luxury trains.
It also has a 5-star hotel. I would like to travel on it because it's a luxury train and it will be a new experience for me.
All right, girls, very good. It would be a new experience for me. All right, thank you. Natalia, Stephanie, and Valentina. Very good. This is the blue train. Okay, let's go with Andres Felipe, Karen Juliet, and Marlon.
Okay, let me check. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I see it.
Okay. Okay, Moscow Metro. Located in Russia, the first line was built in 1934 and Metro opened in 1935, 87 years old. Moscow Metro has 7 lines divided into more than 2,030 stations. This subway go from Moscow to Peking with a distance of 80,960 kilometers.
The price of a single ticket for the Moscow Metro is 55 rubles. This metro is famous for being the longest of the world. I wouldn't like to travel on it because the journeys are longer and this place is very cold.
Okay, very good. Thank you guys, Andres, Karen, and Marlon. Andres has problems with the microphone, but very good. Remember, is 230, not 2030, but 200, okay? But very good. I think everyone is interested in the Moscow Metro. We have many presentations on the Moscow Metro. Okay, we're almost finished. Let's go with Jennifer and Maria. And finally, Catherine and Chiara. So Jennifer and Maria. Hello. ¿Cómo están? Jennifer.
Sí, profe, pero...
Okay. Vamos con Catherine y Chiara. Ah, ya lo compartí. Gracias, María. Okay.
Moscow Metro. Where is it and where does it go? It is in the city of Moscow. It's run from the center of Moscow to the
just opposite. How old is it? It was founded in 1935. It is 89 years old.
Okay.
When it is famous for having the works of art in the form of sculpture, mosaics, and in glass windows.
All right, Jennifer, continue.
Yes, and how usually the people call it is known as the underground palace. And graduate your research, Moscow Metro is a famous train line in Moscow. It runs from the center of Moscow to the edges of the city, a distance of 333.4 kilometers. The line began working in 1935. It is famous because it has true works of art in the form of sculptures, mosaics, and even stained glass windows. And the metro is highly respected by Moscow citizens and tourists.
Very good. Is by Moscow citizens and tourists. Okay, thank you, Jennifer and Maria. Very good. And finally, we have Catherine and Chiara. Okay, we're almost finished.
Okay. The Pride of Africa is famous train line in Africa. It is known as the world's most luxurious train. It runs through South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia, and Tanzania, a distance of 114 kilometers. The line began working in 1989.
It's famous because it's a luxury train running a number of roads across the whole of Africa. I would like to travel on it because it has beautiful scenery and we can see magnificent animals.
All right, very good. Excellent. Thank you, Chiara and Catherine. Very good. Okay, guys, so we can finish for today. Remember, we don't have class tomorrow or Thursday. I will see you again on Friday, okay? Bye-bye. That's all for today. Thank you, guys. See you on Friday.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night,
Have
teacher.
a happy
See you on Friday.
Candles Day with your family. Bye-bye.
You.
Candles Day, okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Happy Candles Day, classmates.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Profe.
Yes, cuéntame.
¿Se nos puede enviar las diapositivas de clase, por favor?
Sí, yo creo que mañana se las envío o el jueves. Voy a hacer la carpeta y se las comparto, ¿ok? Al correo.
Bueno, profe, bonita noche.
Listo, gracias. Chao.